From Zion Bank Stadium, Salt Lake Academy taking on the Riverton Silver Wolves. Riverton in white, Salt Lake Academy in blue. Kickoff from Salt Lake Academy, ball thrown in by Tyler, headed by Riverton, recovered by Riverton. Tyler, ball tackled away, recovered by White, and White gets the ball up and it rolls off of the toe of blue. It'll be White throwing at the top of their defensive third, ball thrown past midfield. Brought into the center, slotted over to the far left-hand side. They have a runner. He's going to be able to recover it in time. Ball played back out. Riverton in the attacking third. Ball pushed back. Riverton. And a tackle by Tyson. The ball kicked out of bounds. And it will be blue throw-in. Hassan throws the ball down the line. It's headed back by Riverton. Riverton will recover. That's RJ there playing striker, trying to get on that ball. Tyson and 17 are able to get their ball pitched back to Hassan. Hassan gets it back over to Bryson, allowing the Griffins to reset and get back into shape. Bryson's ball over to the far left-hand side, kicked back from Parker, back over to number 31, Jose. He lobs the ball on the far left-hand side. He's got a runner, but it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Riverton throw-in at the bottom of their middle third. White looking to throw the ball down the line, cross midfield. Defense, Jose on defense, he's able to slow the ball down. White maintains possession just outside of the box on the right-hand side. Challenge, looking to get rid of it, cross it over, not there, lays it off on the right. Ball laid into the middle and cleared out by Hassan, deflected, and White will maintain possession. They play it over on the far right-hand side at the bottom of their attacking third, played down the right hand. Be able to complete passes. Ball tackled away a little bit, but White recovers. And that ball rolls all the way out of bounds. The call is blue throw-in down by the corner flag. Today's match, we have the 6A Region 2 best offense, according to points scored, for Riverton with 25 goals so far this season, against Salt Lake Academy, who has so far only allowed 4 goals. That ball thrown in from Parker, got it to Hassan and is kicked out of bounds, and it is goal kick for the Griffins. Bryson plays the ball over to Brock. Brock on the right-hand side. Gets that ball up to midfield. Try to get to RJ. Brought down by White, though. And that ball goes out of bounds. It'll be blue throw-in. Hassan throws it down the line over to Tyson. Tyson now in the attacking third. Lays it off on the right-hand side over to RJ inside the box. Working against the line, and that ball will be towed out of bounds. It should be a corner kick. Yes, that is the call. So Tyson Harris will be taking the corner kick. Jose, it looks like, will be the last man of defense, followed by Parker, who's just outside the center circle. Everyone else just outside the box, off screen. Tyson places the ball down, gives the signal, runs up. That ball's going to go far to the far side, headed up by Tyler, and White is going to get there first, and they clear it up to midfield. Ball tackled away by Parker. Parker dispossessed. White now with the ball in midfield, playing it over the far right-hand side, entering the attacking third. Sliding tackle in there. White still has the ball inside the box. Crossed up, deflected off of the back heel of Brock. White brings the ball down on the top right corner. Looking to center the ball, and it hits the ref. It'll be reset. Ball dropped down, recovered by White, swinging over to the far left-hand side. Ball kicked over to the left, trying to get over to, now swung over to the right-hand side, plugged into the middle. Gerald on defense, just inside the box, trying to cut him off, and he's able to edge him off and get the ball over to Bryson. Bryson jumping in there, preventing a late toe kick from Riverton, so it'll be Bryson now. Rolls the ball out over to the right-hand side to Brock. Brock a few yards out, about 20 or 22 yards out. No pressure so far from Riverton. Ball kicked high to the left-hand side, trying to get over to Henry. It's headed down, recovered by Blue. Blue back over to Jose. That was Parker to Jose. Jose patiently gives the ball over to Brock, who's just at the bottom of the circle at midfield. Brock swings it over farther to the right to Hassan. Hassan keeps it on the line, trying to get it to Tyson. It goes off of his back foot. It'll be Riverton throw-in. Riverton puts the ball into play, plays it up in the center. Ball played up through, and Jose is going to let that ball roll all the way to Bryson. Bryson rolls the ball out over to Jose on the left-hand side. Jose about 25, now 30 yards out. Bringing the ball up, no pressure so far from Riverton. Ball slotted through, intercepted by White. White at the top of their middle third, a through ball on the right-hand side. Jose in hot pursuit. It's kept in bounds down by the corner flag. Jose with a tackle, gets the ball away. No foul called, all ball. Ball dislodged, recovered by White. White looking to swing the ball more into the center. Ball swung over to the far left-hand side, about 40 yards out. Gerald on defense, ball kicked around from Hassan. White recovers, and a wind up. The ball chipped up to the far right-hand side, headed down, and it'll be Gerald who gets there first, dislodged. Tyler gets that ball and cleared out by Parker. Parker gets the ball over to RJ. RJ over to Hassan. Hassan back over to Brock. And stopped clock. Looks like a Riverton player had to come off the pitch. And the ref will give the ball back to the Griffins at the top of the D of the box. Brock, right-footed kick to the left-hand side. It's intercepted by White. Tyler on defense. Tyler with a tackle, dispossessed. White maintains possession. And yet again, the ref got in the way there. He wants to get his time on the ball as well. Ball dropped down, received by White. Ball slotted over the far left-hand side. Dispossessed. Hassan. Tyson is able to turn that ball around. White still with possession. Ball comes out, cleared out by Brock. Recovered by Alek to RJ. RJ at midfield looking for options. Slots it up in the center over to Alek. Alek over on the left-hand side to Tyler. Tyler tried to chip it up. It's deflected by the cheek of a Riverton player. Tyson will pick up the scraps just past midfield, entering the attacking third. Tyson puts it up to RJ. One touch over to Tyler on the left-hand side. Ball swung over to farther on the left to Henry. Henry crosses the ball into the center, headed by RJ, and it goes wide left. Goal kick for Riverton. Riverton plays the ball on the far right-hand side. Riverton in midfield on the right. They're able to get rid of the ball, and it's Gerald picks it up over to Jose. Jose to Alek. Alek to Tyler. One touch back over to the right-hand side to Alek. Intercepted, but Brock gets that ball. Tyson beats the tackle. Tyson in midfield on the left-hand side, bring it up to the center. Tackled away. White now with possession. That ball is intercepted by Brock. Brock resets the ball over to Jose. Jose up up the middle on the left-hand side over to Tyler. Tyler entering the attacking third, slots it up to RJ, and it's going to be too much. And the Riverton keeper will pick it up. Riverton rolls the ball out about 25, 30 yards out. They cross the pitch over to the left-hand side, brought down by Hassan to Gerald. Gerald looking for more options, chips it up over the right-hand side over to Tyson. Ball lands just inside the box. Tyson crosses the ball over, and it's just a little bit too much for RJ. And that ball is kicked out of bounds by Riverton. SLA beginning to build on some momentum, bringing the ball into the attacking half, creating different chances. Parker throws the ball over to Henry. Henry chips the ball, crosses it over in the center, and it will be scooped up by the Riverton keeper, who yeets it over to the left-hand side. Hassan right there to prevent any forward progression. Ball laid back, cleared over by Riverton to midfield, chested up by Parker. Ball brought down by Parker. Parker to Brock. Brock plays it on the left-hand side to Jose. Jose swings it farther left to Parker. Parker in front of the Riverton bench now. Parker gets past his man, crossing midfield, gets the ball to RJ. RJ controls it. Back over to Gerald. Gerald just before midfield gets the ball to Alek. One touch to RJ. RJ swings the ball back. Makes it to Hassan. Hassan with a touch to Tyson. Tyson, ball crossed over in the center, and it looks like White is going to come out with the ball. Ball swung over to the far right-hand side for Riverton. Riverton now entering the attacking third from the right-hand side. Parker tackles the ball away, and it'll be White throw-in about 22 yards out on the right-hand side. Ball thrown in just before the box. Gerald and Jose on defense, and that ball is kicked away by Brock off of the Riverton player. It results in a goal kick for the Griffins. Ball put into play by Jose. Jose to Bryson. Bryson over to Brock. Brock at the 18-yard line, trotting out. Chips the ball up over the far right-hand side, trying to hit Tyson. White gets there first. White resets back to their center back. Tyson challenging. Ball gets through. White now on the left-hand side, just about to enter midfield. Alek tackles the ball away, and it's cleared out by White. The call is blue throw-in in midfield. Hassan throws the ball in to Tyler. Tyler chests the ball down, back over to Hassan. Hassan, under a bit of pressure, resets the ball back over to Brock. Brock unchallenged. Now there's the challenge there. The ball dislodged. Intended for Gerald. Ball recovered by Jose over to Hassan. Hassan from the defensive third is able to beat his man, bringing the ball up into the middle third to RJ. That ball is cleared out by White, and a foul called against White. It'll be free kick for the Griffins. Ball put into play from Gerald. Gerald to Hassan. Hassan to Brock. Brock trotting the ball up to the top of the circle, just on the right-hand side, puts it up in the middle to Tyler. Tyler brings the ball down, controls it, tells Tyson to go ahead and go. Tyler gives the ball over to Gerald on the left-hand side, just past midfield. Ball pass to Jose. Jose holds the ball, gives it to Gerald. Gerald now entering the attacking third, kicks the ball over the right-hand side, not on the same page with Tyson, and the ball will roll out of bounds. It'll be goal kick for White. Riverton plays it over on the far right-hand side, about 17 yards out. They kick the ball back over to their goalie, RJ, putting pressure. Tyson putting pressure. Ball almost got through there. Riverton now bringing the ball up on the left-hand side, completing the pass, slotting it into the center. Brock dislodges the ball. White recovers, though. They're able to complete a pass in the middle edge in the attacking third. Brock again dislodges the ball. White recovers. White slots the ball over to the right-hand side. Parker is able to get that ball, puts it in the middle, intercepted by White, though, intended for Tyler. White now entering the attacking third, playing on the left-hand side. Hassan just outside the box. Tyler now on defense. About 28 or 30 yards out. White looking for options, recycling back. RJ putting pressure on White. Hassan gets a toe on it, and Alek dislodges the ball to Gerald. Gerald on the right-hand side over to RJ, and that ball is dislodged. It'll be Blue throw-in just before midfield.
Come on, Blue, keep up the pressure.
Hassan throws the ball back over to Brock. Riverton now putting pressure on ball to Hassan. Hassan uses the line to his advantage, gets the ball up in the center, intended for Tyson. Tyson gets to the ball. He's in the attacking third, moves over to the right-hand side, and shoots it, shanks it to the left. Not how he drew it up. You can tell that, ball back into play. Riverton playing it over on the right-hand side of the bottom of their middle third. Ball being cycled around their midfield. Now played over to the left-hand side, just in midfield. Ball cut in, played into the center again. Ball intercepted by Tyson. Tyson to Tyler. Tyler has some time, plays it up to Gerald. No, that's Henry. Henry over to Parker on the left-hand side. Parker cuts back. Challenged by a player, has to reset back, gets the ball over to Gerald. No, that's Jose. Jose at midfield, plays the ball back to Brock at the bottom of the circle. Brock plays over the right-hand side to Tyson. Ball dislodged, recovered by RJ. RJ back over to Tyson. Tyson plays it over to the right-hand side to Hassan. Hassan crosses the ball in the middle and cleared out. It'll be a corner kick for the Griffins, the second one of the half.
Come on, Blue, finish this.
Tyson coming over to take the second corner kick of the half for the Griffins. We have Jose and Parker, again, the last man of defense, signaled by Tyson. Run up to the ball, so gonna hit the far post, chested down, and it goes out by Tyler. Ball brought down by White. RJ challenging, wins. RJ inside the box, and he's bodied out. Alek shoots, and that's a goal for Alek, putting SLA up 1-0. With just over 20 minutes left in the first half, there's plenty of game to go. But the Griffins are certainly happy to get the first points of the game, forcing Riverton to try to play from behind. Riverton with the kickoff. Riverton played over to the left, about to cross midfield. Continuing up, Tyler on defense there, challenged by Brock. Riverton swings it over to the far right-hand side. Henry gets a toe on into the call as White throw in about 25 yards out on the right-hand side. Ball thrown in, chested down by Riverton, completing a pass against the far right-hand side. Parker wins the tackle, gets the ball up over to RJ, chesting it down. Showing some athleticism by RJ, no holding, and there's a whistle, and the call is against the Griffins. It will be a white free kick on the far right-hand side about 5 yards before midfield. Ball put up quickly, crossed over, and it will reach the far right-hand corner and cleared up by Bryson, who's going to have to scramble back. White allows it to roll out of bounds. White puts the ball back in quickly. Ball dislodged. Tyson steals the ball away, crossing midfield. Tyson and RJ against 3. White. Ball a little bit heavy. Can RJ get there? No. It'll be a goal kick for Riverton. Ball punched up high past midfield. It is a foot race. Hassan is in the front. That ball is kicked over to the left-hand side. It'll be White throwing about 19 or 20 yards out. Ball quickly thrown in. Riverton moving the ball into the center. Hassan gets a tackle. Gets the ball back over to Brock, who kicks over to the far left-hand side. And Riverton will let this ball roll out of bounds. It'll be White throwing just before midfield. White throws the ball down the line. Henry gets a head on it, brought down by White. Tyler on defense, toes the ball out of bounds. It'll be a White throwing in front of the White bench. Ball thrown in by White, more into the center this time. Ball swung over to the far left-hand side. They've got a man. Hassan on defense. White looking to run it in. Tyson is able to dislodge the ball down by the left corner flag. Gets the ball over to Hassan. Hassan in traffic, gets the ball to Tyler. Tyler turning, ball dislodged. White just outside the box, and that ball is kicked, and the call is White throwing. Ball thrown in just before the top left corner. Tyler is able to dislodge that ball, and it will roll off of his feet. It'll be another White throw-in. White throws the ball. Tyson showing his acrobatic skills, gets that ball up. Brock gets that ball out, and RJ is chesting that ball down. White gets the ball in the middle, and that is a shimmy over to the left. That is Henry, who gets the ball crossing midfield on the left-hand side, looking to slot it somewhere, no help. Cycles back over to the right-hand side, over to Tyson. Tyson gets the ball over to RJ, who's in the attacking third now, about 20 yards out on the right-hand side. RJ cuts over to the left-hand side of the top corner, gives it over to Henry. Henry feigns the cross, working against the baseline, maintains possession, lays it off to Tyson, chips it over to the far left-hand side, brought down by RJ in the box, recovered, and a foul called against the Griffins in the box. It'll be a free kick for White. Ball kicked from the Riverton goalie all the way up to midfield. Brock wins the header. Chipped up by Jose, headed down by Riverton. Loose ball, but Riverton will emerge with it in the middle third, trying to slot it up. Hassan gets a toe on it, but White will recover. Tyson gets his back heel on it. Ball crossed over into the center now. Gerald. Ball swung over to the far right-hand side. Parker giving instructions. And a foul called against Parker. He lunged with his from his left foot and stepped on the toe of the Harriman player. This one is just outside the box, about a yard on the right-hand side, about 16 yards out. Definitely within scoring range. Three-man wall for the Griffins. Signal given. Ball chipped up high and over the heads, and it will roll out of bounds, and the Griffins escape a scoring chance from Riverton, so it will be goal kick for the Griffins.
Why do I have Tyson marking number 7?
back into play. Jose over to Bryson. Bryson now at the 6-yard line. Left-footed. Kicks the ball over to the left-hand side into 2 players. Henry is able to keep that in bounds. Henry resets back over to Jose. Jose up over to Tyler. Tyler to Henry, but it's too soft. White will get the ball. White now in the attacking third, about 20 yards out. Tyler dislodges the ball. Parker recovers. Parker in trouble against the line. White gets there first.
Come on, Blue.
White chips the ball up inside the box, brought down, and Bryson is there to swallow that one up. Bryson telling his soldiers to get up the pitch. That ball was not the one he wanted. It's kicked up really high, and it will go out of bounds at the top of the middle third for Riverton. Riverton throws the ball down the line. Brock on defense. Brock at Tyson. Brock gets that ball off, and it is called off of White. So it'll be goal kick. We have a couple of substitutes here. Number 11 coming on for SLA, and number 20, Harper. Samuel coming on for Henry, and Harper coming on for RJ. Brock passes the ball over to Bryson. Bryson at the 6-yard line. Bryson gives the ball over to the left, over to Jose. Jose puts it up in the middle to Samuel. Samuel, no foul called. White will recover the ball at midfield. Alek on defense, forcing White to reset the ball back a bit. White crosses the ball to the left-hand side, just outside of the box, and Bryson is there to scoop it up. Bryson rolls the ball out over to his right-hand side to Hassan. Hassan lobs that up into the center. White will get there first. White playing the ball on the left-hand side. Hassan on defense, trying to cut the corner. And Hassan with the defensive stop rolls off of the chest of White. It'll be goal kick for the Griffins. Brock plays the ball over to the far left-hand side over to Jose. Jose from about 16 yards out gives the ball over to Parker. Parker crosses the ball, midfield intended for Tyler. Tyson gets a head on it though. Tyler stops the ball with his head, lobs it up over the left-hand side to Harper. That ball is kicked out of bounds by White. It'll be White throwing about 15 or so yards out, and the ball rolls out of bounds. A new ball will have to be received. This will be Harper throwing the ball out from about 12 or so yards. Thrown into Tyler. Tyler in traffic. Ball cleared by White. This throw-in will be right by the corner flag. Ball thrown into Tyler. Tyler in traffic. Ball dislodged by White. White plays the ball at 1-2. White entering their middle third. They clear the ball quickly over the right-hand side. And White, that ball rolls out of bounds. The call is White throw-in. They quickly put it back into play. Parker gets that ball. Unlucky turn, and it rolls out of bounds. It'll be White throw-in again. This one from about 18 yards out. Alek dislodges the ball, gets it over to Gerald. Gerald slows things down, allowing the run through, gets the ball over to Harper. Harper kicks the ball over the right-hand side. He's going to get to Tyson. It's a foot race and is cleared out by White. It'll be Blue throw-in. In the attacking third, ball thrown in over to Gerald. Gerald in trouble. Ball dislodged, recovered by White. White switches the field over the right-hand side. Parker is able to stop that. Parker resets the ball over to Bryson. Bryson to Brock. Brock about 19 yards out now on the left-hand side. Puts it up the middle channel to Harper. Harper back over to Brock. Brock from the right-hand side chips it up to the right-hand side, looking for Tyson, who's being held. No call. Tyson, no. White is able to get there. White is going to recover, puts it in the middle. Tyler intercepting the pass, lays it up over to Tyson. Tyson dislodged. Alek recovers the ball, swinging the ball over to the left-hand side. Inside the attacking third, lays it off over to Parker. Parker breaks a tackle, cuts back, plays it over to the left-hand side. Ball chipped up high into the center, looking for Tyson. Gets over to Harper, just outside the box to the right-hand side. Harper shimmies to the right, cuts back, and the ball will be deflected off of White. It'll be another corner kick for the Griffins.
Come on, Blue, finish it. Make it count, Blue.
The third corner kick of the half for the Griffins. Tyson taking all three. Signal given. Run up to the ball. This one's a bit shorter in the center. Lands a little bit wide, and White will get there first. Entering the middle third on the right-hand side. White slots the ball up the right channel. They're going to connect a pass. About 6 yards out, just in front, and no foul called. Jose, and there's the flag. This will be another free kick for Riverton. This one about 12 or no, much shorter. This one about 6 yards out on the far right-hand side. Not the best of angle for Riverton. A two-man wall. It'll be Parker and Jose. Riverton with a wide open man. Ball chipped up in the center. Headed back, an attempt. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be goal kick. We have a couple of substitutes here for SLA. We have number 10, Ryder, and number 8, Juan coming on. Alek coming off, and Tyson coming off. Brock will be taking the goal kick, swung over to the left-hand side over to Jose. Jose moving fast, slots up the middle channel intended for Harper. White will get there first. White plays it over to the left-hand side at the bottom of the middle third. Ball played up in the center. Ryder challenging, almost dislodging the ball. White at midfield on the right-hand side. Ball intercepted. Heavy touch there by Jose, but White recovers. And it'll be White throwing in front of their own bench. They elect to throw the ball back to their right back. And ball crossed over to the right-hand side, and it will be picked up by Bryson, who gives the ball to Gerald, immediately challenged by White. Gerald puts it up in the middle channel intended for Tyler. Ball will be recovered by White. White now in the attacking third, putting in the center, intercepted by Tyler. Tyler resets back over to Bryson. Bryson at the 6-yard line. Pauses the ball, assesses, gives the ball over to Parker. Parker kicks the ball high to the left-hand side. Harper is able to chest that ball down, recover it. And miscommunication there from Samuel. White receives the ball. White now at the middle third, intercepted there by Gerald. White will recover though. White at midfield, Ryder on defense. White resets back to one of their right backs. Ball played in the center, and a foul called against White. It will be a blue free kick. Just in midfield on the left-hand side. No advantage called. believe this is Jose who will be taking the free kick from midfield. A ball up high in the center. Harper heads it back. Trouble, ball dislodged, and oh, unlucky.
Keep it up, Blue.
Ball landed favorably for Juan, but he didn't realize it inside the box. White was able to get it out. It is white ball at the bottom of their middle third. They chip it up over to the far right hand side, headed out. Brought down by White. Gerald on defense, challenging. Parker is able to come up with that tackle. Parker plays the ball down to Harper. Harper looking for options, gives it back over to Brock. Brock slots it up on the right-hand side. His pass is intercepted. Hassan gets the ball over to Juan. Challenge, no. Harper not there. White lays it off on the left-hand side. Hassan. Parker, no, Ryder intercepts the ball. Ryder at midfield. Dodges a tackle. Still with the ball. Lays it up over in the center. Plays the ball over the right-hand side from Juan over to Harper. Harper cuts back just outside the box. Puts it at the top. Shot! Not the shot he was looking for. But that was Samuel. And it looks like a couple of subs for SLA coming on. Tate coming on. Jet coming on. And Branson coming on, Gerald coming off, Tyler coming off, and Parker coming off.
Good job, Parker. Good job, Tyler.
White puts the ball into play over the right-hand side, the top of their attack, middle third, Ball lodged up in the center. Bryson will be there at the line to wait for it. Bryson lightly rolls the ball out to Brock. Brock over to the far left-hand side, over to Jose. Ball back over in the center, over to Brock. Brock with a bit of space, plays it up in the center over to Juan. Juan feigns a pass, cuts past, and midfield lays it off over the left-hand side. Ball crossed over from Jet, looking for Harper. And White is going to get there first. Ball kept in bounds and then cleared out by White. It'll be blue throw-in right by the corner flag. About 3 minutes left in the first half. SLA up 1-0. This is Ryder who will be throwing the ball in. Ryder looking to throw it inside the box. And he gets it well in there, just over Tyler's head. A bicycle kick attempted, it just went over by Sam. Holy smokes, that was close. Ball played out quickly by Riverton, and it's a foot race. Bryson coming out of the box, clearing it over the far left-hand side, brought down by Sam. Sam plays it back over to Branson. Branson to Jose. Jose. And a foul called against White. Ball played lightly to Jose. In the center now over to Brock. Brock at the 18-yard line, moving the ball up to the bottom of their middle third, unchallenged. Brock, his pass is deflected. White's going to recover. Laid off in the center. It's going to be picked up by, Jet was the one who was fouled. Brock launches the ball to the midfield. White is able to get there, chested down by Ryder. Ryder now on the left-hand side, taking a couple of touches, and it will roll into the arms of the Riverton keeper. Riverton drop kicks the ball to midfield. Brock is able to kick that ball up. Tate heads the ball up. White will recover. White at the bottom of the circle in midfield. 1-2. And a through ball stopped by Hassan. Hassan gets the ball up to the left-hand side, just clearing it out, trying to get out of the final minute of the half. White plays the ball out, brought down by Brock. Brock over to Tate. Tate in traffic. Clears the ball with his left foot to the far left-hand side, trying to get over to Sam. And Sam is not letting him get away. Ball is dislodged. Picked up by Branson. Sliding there. No foul called. All ball. White at midfield. Puts the ball up. Brock gets that to Jose, and Jose to Tate, but a injured Griffin player here down on the ground. And the ref will put the ball back into play. With about 15 seconds left, ball cleared out by the Griffins over to the far right-hand side. Ball headed back, and it will roll out of bounds. The Griffins looking to put the ball into play quickly. Juan gets the ball over to, and cleared out by White. And that is the half. The Griffins up 1-0.